Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please hit the subscribe. Now this start video. NBC's long-running police drama, Chicago PD, is preparing for a significant twist as Assistant State Attorney Nina Chapman, portrayed by Sarah Booz, is confirmed to return in a crucial episode during the current season. As part of Dick Wolf's One Chicago franchise, Chicago PD centers around the intelligence unit of the 21st District, tackling some of the most dangerous and high-profile criminals in Chicago. Over the course of its more than a decade-long run, the series has captivated audiences with its gritty portrayal of crime and its emotionally complex characters, particularly its lead, Sergeant Hank Voight, played by Jason Begg. In a recent interview with Screen Rant, showrunner Gwen Seigen confirmed that Chapman's return is scheduled for episode 15 of the current season. Seigen also teased an exploration of the complex and evolving relationship between Chapman and the often enigmatic Voight. As the show moves forward, their dynamic is poised to play a central role, opening new emotional depths for both characters. For those familiar with Chicago PD, Nina Chapman is a well-established figure, having appeared in several episodes in the past. Her character, a tough and determined assistant state attorney, first made waves in the series with her sharp legal skills and no-nonsense attitude. However, it was her unexpected admission of romantic feelings for Sergeant Voight in Season 12, Episode 4, that really changed the course of her relationship with the intelligence unit's formidable leader. This confession took Voight by surprise, leaving the usually composed and controlled Sergeant visibly stunned. After this emotional moment, Chapman mysteriously disappears from the series as she takes on an assignment in Denver, working on an FBI case. This absence has allowed both the character of Chapman and the audience to wonder about what comes next in her complex relationship with Voight. During this time apart, it seems that Voight has had the necessary space to reflect on Chapman's confession and perhaps his own emotions. Now, with her return in episode 15, Chapman's presence promises to delve deeper into this unresolved tension. For Voight, a man who is known for keeping his emotions tightly controlled, her return could prove to be a game-changer. As the show has demonstrated time and again, Voight has a tendency to prioritize his work and his unit over his own personal feelings, but Chapman could become the one person who challenges that habit. What makes Chapman's return particularly intriguing is her potential to challenge Voight in a way few others have. Voight has always been a character shrouded in mystery and pain, having faced a range of personal and professional struggles throughout the series. One of his defining traits has been his reluctance to let anyone get close to him on an emotional level. As the leader of the intelligence unit, Voight has long been seen as someone who is emotionally distant, constantly focusing on his job to cope with the weight of his past. Chapman, on the other hand, has proven herself to be both strong and vulnerable. Her confession of feelings for Voight in the past was a rare moment of emotional openness that left her character more complicated than before. Given that Voight was taken aback by her confession, it is possible that this moment left an impression on him, forcing him to confront feelings he had long buried. What makes this moment even more significant is that Voight's character has not had any notable love interests in the series up until now. The closest he has come to showing vulnerability was in Season 11, during the harrowing final, where he was held captive by a serial killer. After this traumatic event, Voight became even more entrenched in his work, essentially becoming a workaholic in an attempt to avoid confronting his emotions. Chapman's return then offers a potential reprieve from this cycle, presenting an opportunity for Voight to finally address some of the emotional baggage he has accumulated over the years. If the show were to explore a romance between Voight and Chapman, it would mark a significant departure from the series' established dynamic. Voight has long been portrayed as a man who does not allow personal attachments to interfere with his work, making any potential romantic relationship all the more intriguing. Moreover, such a development could provide a much-needed emotional anchor for Voight as he faces new challenges both professionally and personally. Chapman's return is, in many ways, a critical moment for the show. A relationship between her and Voight would humanize the character of Voight in a way that has rarely been explored before. As a leader, Voight has often been depicted as a stoic and unyielding force, but a deeper connection with Chapman could reveal more layers to his character. Rather than simply being the hardened, rule-bending cop that fans have come to know, Voight could evolve into a more nuanced figure capable of experiencing vulnerability and connection. For Chapman, this potential romance could also represent a shift in her character arc. Initially introduced as a no-nonsense attorney focused on justice, her feelings for Voight have clearly complicated her professional and personal life. This complexity makes her character particularly compelling, and the potential for her to challenge Voight not only on a professional level, but also on an emotional one creates a dynamic that fans will likely find fascinating. The idea of a romantic relationship between Voight and Chapman could also shake up the dynamics within the intelligence unit. Voight's leadership style has always been somewhat unorthodox, and the presence of a romantic partner could influence his decisions in ways that will have ripple effects throughout the team. A potential romance could lead to moments of conflict, growth, and perhaps even tension within the unit, but it would undoubtedly provide fresh material for the series moving forward. The return of Nina Chapman offers Chicago PD an exciting opportunity to explore the emotional lives of its characters in a deeper way. Voight has often been portrayed as an emotionally complex figure, but his interactions with Chapman have thus far been limited, making her return all the more significant. As a character who has long been both a leader and a loner, Voight's journey has often been about control, both in his work and in his personal life. But Chapman's return presents the potential for Voight to finally confront the emotions he has buried, and in doing so, challenge his own perception of who he is and who he could become. Additionally, a romance between Voight and Chapman could reinvigorate the series by bringing fresh emotional stakes and character development. The show has always thrived on its complex character arcs, and exploring the emotional tension between Voight and Chapman could be a way to push these arcs in unexpected directions. This relationship could also create new opportunities for conflict and storytelling, providing new layers of intrigue for fans who have followed the show for years. As Chicago PD continues to evolve, the potential for a deeper connection between Voight and Chapman highlights the series' ability to introduce new layers to its well-established characters. While the show has always been centered around crime and justice, moments like these shift the focus toward personal growth and the intricacies of human relationships. Voight's often isolated existence has made him an intriguing character, but his emotional walls are bound to come down as Chapman's return forces him to face feelings he has long avoided. The impact of this storyline extends beyond just Voight and Chapman's interactions. It offers a unique opportunity for the writers to explore the impact of relationships on leadership and decision-making within the unit. For example, how will Voight's evolving emotional state affect his role as the leader of the intelligence unit? Will his growing connection to Chapman influence his actions in the field, or will it create internal conflict as he tries to reconcile his personal and professional lives? As the season progresses, this fresh dynamic between Voight and Chapman could redefine the tone of Chicago PD, offering fans a mix of emotional depth, tension, and intrigue. Whether it culminates in romance or remains a deeply rooted partnership, the storyline will undoubtedly become a cornerstone of the season. Whatever direction it takes, Chapman's return promises to leave a lasting impact on the series, making this an exciting chapter for both the characters and the viewers. Chapman's return to Chicago PD in Season 15, Episode 15, is undoubtedly one of the most highly anticipated moments of the current season. Not only does it offer the chance to revisit the unresolved tension between her and Voight, but it also promises to bring a new layer of emotional depth to the show. Whether or not their relationship evolves into something romantic, the potential for Voight and Chapman to work together more closely is sure to have a significant impact on the series. For longtime fans of the show, this shift in the dynamic offers a fresh perspective on the characters they've come to know and love. With Chicago PD continuing to deliver emotionally charged storytelling, Chapman's return promises to be a pivotal moment that fans won't want to miss.